Hello learners, today we are going to study about resume and CV, how we have to create a powerful and an impressive resume, and uh, I'll tell you how to write a resume. I'll type in front of you so that you're able to write. These are the certain things that you need to keep in mind while writing your resume. You should know the difference between a resume and a CV. See, this is a word resume, it's not a resume. So when we put these two stress mark, it becomes a resume. There is a difference between these two words. When it is a resume, resume, when there is no stress mark on both the e's, it means you have to, it means to continue. If I say resume the work, it means I'm asking you to continue the work. And if I say resume, it means we're talking about the details of academic as well as the professional details of a person. So there is a difference between these two. So the first difference is the resume is a French word which means a summary. On the other hand, CV is a Latin phrase, that is a curriculum vitae is a Latin phrase which means a course of life. So from these two words you can easily understand that this one is a shorter version because it's a summary, it's a shorter, and it is a course of a life, it means it is a lengthy one. Then in a resume, it highlights your professional history, your education skills and achievements, whatever you have achieved during your academic career. On the other hand, your CV also highlights the same thing, but it is in the detailed form, because CV is written when you achieve experience. Resume is a short document and CV is typically a longer, more detailed document focused largely on your academic and coursework and research. These are the certain things, these are certain captions which are involved, which are included in your resume and CV. So since I said resume is a shorter version of your CV, so what you have to include in this is your contact information, your academic history, your qualifications and skills, awards and honors, publications, or any volunteer work you have done during your college life. Personal information on hobbies, they are optional. On the other hand, when you talk about the CV, it is more detailed and you need to add more captions in it. That is, you add your contact information, your academic history, professional experience. Now here what we have added is professional experience because it is a detailed one. When you are uh, beginning your career, in that case, or I must say when you are putting a step towards your career, it is a resume. And once you gain an experience, you have 5 or 6 years of experience, after that you write your curriculum vitae. Then you add your qualification skills, awards, honors, or achievements, publications, professional associations with any organizations or NGOs and all that. Then you have any grants, fellowships, license, certificates. Because when you have achieved certain experience, career experience, you must have done a lot of work in your respective field. So you have a lot to write in that. So that is why it can be your 3 to 4 pages, and it can go beyond it depending on your achievements and the things that you have to write in the your CV. On the other hand, this is specifically of one resume is your one page, because you are whatever you have done during your college life, whatever you have achieved, your academics, your awards and honors, you can easily write in the one page. So you don't have to run for like you have to increase the length of your document. No, it is not about increasing the length of a document. It is like how you are arranging your skills, your achievements in such a crisp, precise way, so the person who is reading your resume come to know that yes, you are the right person, because you are actually marketing your skills that you have earned during your college life. Now, what are the things that you need to include in your resume? like how, that is your contact details, that is how can an employer contact the candidate. So this is the first thing that you need to add at the topmost. Then what are your career objectives, why you are so special, why you want to job that particular job and in that particular area, that particular field. Then your academic credentials, which institutions you have attended, what are the course that you have done. If you have any experience, then you have to mention your experience. You have any achievements, mention achievements. If you have certain special skills or capabilities, then you have to mention. So these are the major points you have to mention in your resume or CV. In resume, it is in a very precise form. If you have done it, you have to write it, and in CV it is in a detailed form. But the one thing that you have to keep in mind, that you have to be honest in writing the entire detail, whether it is your resume or CV. Because honest, once you are honest with yourself, the company, they accept you, they'll train you for the skills. But if you say that you have done it, and if you are like you are lying with the company, then it can like create a different kind of an issue, and you may land in some other problems. Now this is just a sample of your CV, very simple sample. There you have written, and a very traditional one. Here you have written a name of a person, his address, and then the position sought. This is the position he is applying for. Then his objective, career objective is he wants to work as a flight operations IT officer. This is his, like, the position that he is in a demand for. So what he has written is that he will have opportunities to use my experience in a system analysis, implementations, and management within the flight operation department. He wants to work in a fast growing airline system where he'll have the opportunities, where he can use his experience in what system analysis, implementation, management. So it is totally related to the IT department. Then after the objective, he has written about his qualification, and it should be in the reverse chronological order. Whether it is your resume or CV, you have to mention in the reverse chronological order. See, chronological means when you mention the things in a time-wise sequence. So you mention a time-wise sequence, but only thing is you should have to reverse it in a reverse order. So in 2000, he has completed his BTech in Computer Engineering from Delhi College of Engineering with this much of GPA, and then he has done his BSc from the Patna Science Engineering College in 1990. So this is a reverse chronological order. He has certain experience also. So he has mentioned that experience in 2000, like August 2000 to present, he is working with the flight operation officer in Air Deccan, Vasant Nagar, Bangalore. He has a certain special skills, and he has mentioned that he has ability to discuss IT related issues and make recommendations to the management. He has an excellent communication skills, ability to work in a multicultural and multifunctional environment, interpersonal skills. So these are his special skills that he has mentioned, and he has certain interest also, certain interests and achievements, whatever. So he has mentioned that he has certain memberships also. He has achievement like DC Merit Scholarship in 1998, National Talent Search Scholarship in 1990, and you have to write certain references. That is a person whom you know very well professionally and who can recommend you for the job. So this is how you prepare your CV. Now there are certain powerful words that you have to use, powerful action words that make your resume more impressive, impactful, more powerful. So if you are in charge of any project, okay, so in that case you can use these words like you chaired this project, executed, orchestrated, programmed. And if you have developed, see, if you have developed or created any project in your company, then you can use the word charted, administered, pioneered, spearheaded, formalized. These are certain powerful action words. Like you don't have to use those typical words like you have done this thing, you have developed this thing. So apart from using these traditional words, you can replace these words with the new and more attractive words. Then if you have increased the efficiency or the sale of your organization, or you have done for certain for customer satisfaction, then you can use the word accelerated, amplified, generated, stimulated. And you have done something like you have improved something, you have changed something, you can use like customize, redesign, rehabilitated, revamp. You have standardized the this particular product, that you can do it. You have supported your customers. In that case, you can use the advocated, coached, consulted, resolved. These kind of words should can be used. Or if you have been awarded with something, you have achieved something, in that case you can use the word demonstrated, you have outperformed, you have showcased on. So these are the words, the powerful action words which makes your resume more impactful. Now I'll tell you how you have to write a resume. So I'll discuss with you how you have to write a resume. We have discussed the difference between a resume and a CV. So this is an entry level resume. So what you can do is you can put your photograph over here. I have taken the name Lisa Austin. So she is a IT graduate. So what you have to do is you have to write your career objective. So we can write over here. Uh, to secure a challenging position in a reputable organization, to expand my learnings, knowledge, and skills. So this is one of the career objectives that you can write for an entry level IT graduate. Or you can also write to secure a responsible career opportunity to fully utilize my training and skills while making a significant contribution to the success of the company. So whatever your career objective is, what are your skills that you have to mention here in the career objective. So this is the template I have taken. There are many templates available online. You can select any one, but these are the mandatory information that is required. So we are just discussing that. So here you have to mention your contact. In the contact you can write your address. First I am writing NB, that is new block of 501, Rajkiya Engineering College. Sorry, college. Andhra Pradesh. Then you can also write the pin code. So this is how you can write the Then you give the phone number. You can give 1 2 4 3 5 6 7 8 9 0. This can be your phone number. Then you can give the email IDs, and ensure that you don't write very weird email ID. Like in the college days, the students, they have a tendency to develop a different kind of an email ID, like pagalengineer@gmail.com. So you have to avoid that. You have to write a very simple email ID which mentions your name, like Lisa Austin @gmail.com. So this is how you write the complete address. A person is able to contact you, can email you, or if you are linked with any professional sites which are related to the work profile which you're looking for, then you mention that also. Now on the other hand, you need to mention the academic background. Like here you have to mention that you have earned a master degree. Again, I said that you have to write it in a reverse chronological order, so that is why we have mentioned the master's degree first, then the bachelor's degree, diploma. So you have completed your master degree, you mention. Now you have to mention the college name, from where you have done your master degree, like completed the wait you can mention that you have completed MTech from Punjab Technical University. Then you can mention with mention right uh, Chandigarh. I'm showing the sample the same way you have to write in your bachelor's degree also. MTech from PTU Chandigarh. You have to mention with, if you are like you have on percentage or CGPA. So if you have on, you can write 7 um, CGPA. The same thing you have to mention with the your bachelor's degree also. Then the same case with the diploma also. Now we're talking about the internship, because in college days you have done a lot of projects and internship also you have, because you don't have an experience to show, because you're a fresher, you're moving out for the first time for work. So you have to mention your internship or the projects. You can also mention projects. So here I have already mentioned that in 2020 Chicago Mobile Company have worked as a web developer intern, and this is an address. In 2019 you have worked as a Chicago Digital Lab information management intern. This is an address. And you have any awards and achievements, like you can also write like you have spearheaded HD Codathon project at AKTU Lucknow, that becomes your achievements. And here you have given your expertise, skills and expertise. Like, see, apart from your academic and internship projects and your awards and achievement, you have certain skills and expertise. Now, what I have mentioned over here in skills is that you have attentive listening and effective communication skills. You're great at problem solving, your ability to quickly create and apply ideas and solutions, good leadership skills, and critical thinker. So this is your skills that you have developed while working, while you are in your college days. Now, what are the expertise that you are in? That you know the WordPress very well, Adobe Creative Cloud, and Oracle. So how you can make your resume impressive is your creativity. Also, there are many more templates you can use it. Now, see, interest, how the person has, like, I have not written the things, but I have just given the symbols. I am interested in the music, listening to music, like in photography, the traveling, and singing, as well as in playing the game. So these images gives the interest, or I must say the hobbies of Lisa Austin over here. So this is how in a one page we have given the maximum of the information of Lisa Austin, the career objective, her contact information, academic background, then internship and projects that she has carried out during her course. Then these are the certain skills that she has. Um, these are the fields she is expertise in, awards and achievements, and interests. So this is how you can make your resume impactful, more impressive, and that too in one page. I hope you like the slides and you're able to write the resume. Like, share, and subscribe. Happy learning. If you have any query, email your query or suggestions at whitesiksha@gmail.com.